What's up, Bears fans? If you thought that yesterday was a dream, if you thought that there's no way that what you saw yesterday actually happened, I'm here to tell you that it was not a dream. Everything you saw yesterday actually happened. They're talking about it on ESPN right now. All the newspapers, all the social media, whatever, they're blowing up about the Bears. Yes, it actually happened. Mitch Trubisky threw for 6 touchdown passes, and we blew out the 2-1, the previously 2-1 Tampa Bay Buccaneers 48-10 at home. And my God, that had to be, if you were a true Bears fan, if you've been following this team since, the times, the John Fox days, the Trestman days before that, this game was something that you have never seen ever before. We have not seen in our lifetimes, in most of our lifetimes, unless you were, alive in 1949, we have not seen a quarterback perform like this ever. We have never seen a quarterback throw for 5 touchdown passes in one half. We have never seen a quarterback perform with this much accuracy, this much poise, this much composure, and it was such an amazing sight to see. So, Mitch Trubisky, hats off to you. And I told everyone that this would happen eventually. Matt Nagy's offense, it's not an easy thing to learn. It's pretty much like, it's like learning calculus for the first time. It's so complex. It takes a lot of practice. And there's no way that Trubisky would have, instantly been able to thrive in that offense, because obviously it takes time. And you're adding so many new parts, you're adding so many new receivers. And on top of this, he was still a raw quarterback. So I knew that it would take, time for him to break out. And I kept on telling everyone, even all the haters, even all the people that are saying, Trubisky is the next Jay Cutler, I kept on telling them, wait, and that game is going to happen. And, there you go. This game, the breakout game that we were all waiting for, it actually happened. Now, the one thing I was not expecting about the breakout game was that I was not expecting it to come this early, and I did not expect the breakout game to be of this magnitude. I thought that eventually in the season, maybe like week 8, week 9, week 10, he'd have a good game. He'd have like 300 yards. He'd have 3 passing touchdowns. The Bears would win, and we'd all be going crazy about Trubisky because we think that, he's finally, reaching his potential. He's becoming the quarterback that, we thought he would become. But never in a million years did I think that just a week after having such a terrible performance against the Cardinals, he would go out and throw for 5 touchdown passes in one half and literally, my God, tie so many Bears records. Like that, you cannot make that stuff up. That's just completely insane. And that's why I love the NFL. Crazy stuff like this happens. But, man, Trubisky, he has what it takes to be a franchise quarterback. And this game just proved it. I mean, he had an absolutely sensational game. He had one of the best performances for a quarterback in NFL history. He passed for 354 yards, which was an average of 13.6 per completion. He had, 54 rushing yards. He had 6 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, which is absolutely insane. He had a passer rating of 154.6, and he had a completion percentage of 73.1. I mean, these numbers are ridiculously good. These are the type of numbers that, Aaron Rodgers can put up, and I never thought that Trubisky this early could put up numbers like this, so that's just insane. It gives me so much hope that, Trubisky is already putting up numbers like this, because just imagine what he can become when he becomes more comfortable in this offense. Now, obviously, we cannot get ahead of ourselves. Trubisky is still, we have to realize that it's still only one game against a pretty bad defense. And, next game he could, again have a bad game. So we just have to, the main thing we have to realize is that Trubisky is still young, he's still growing, and he's going to have these amazing games, he's going to have some bad games, but we just got to stick through it all. And now, he's proven that he can be, very elite. He can have these absolutely incredible games. So we just got to ride it out with him. We have to, go through the lows. We have to go through the highs with him. And, eventually I really think that Trubisky is going to be the answer quarterback for us for a long time. The traits he has, the leadership he has, the physical talent he has, the drive he has to be the best. These are things that are going to make him one of the best quarterbacks in the league eventually. One thing that made me really happy was seeing how confident Trubisky looked in this offense. He looked like everything was just coming effortlessly to him. He was just throwing bombs to his receivers. He was having fun out there. He was smiling. And that's, a good quarterback has to be confident. And now that I feel like this is a game that Trubisky finally proved to himself that he can have success in the NFL. And from here on out, I feel like he's going to just take off. Obviously, he's still going to have bad games, but I feel like now he's gained the confidence necessary to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. Now, if Trubisky can even be half of what he was today for the next couple weeks, for the rest of the season, I think that there's no doubt that the Bears are going to win this division. I mean, you look at the Vikings, they're struggling right now on defense especially, and I did not expect that at all. So, the Vikings are looking kind of weaker than I thought they would be. The Packers, they're looking pretty good, but their offense is not, Aaron Rodgers even said himself, like, he was not happy in his offense. And I think that that's because of a variety of factors, and I don't think that's going to be fixed just by Aaron Rodgers, being amazing. So the Packers are kind of struggling a little bit more, and obviously the Lions are just back to being the Lions. So the Bears, if Mitch Trubisky can be mediocre or even a little bit like what he was yesterday, the Bears are definitely going to win this division. We have the best defense probably in the NFL, definitely in the division. We have such a dynamic offense when it's firing on full cylinders. And, we have such a great coaching staff. We have, so many good people in this organization now. And, Trubisky just has to continue doing this, and we're going to win this division. And one last thing I want to say is that Mitch Trubisky deserves this success more than anyone else I can think of in the NFL. I mean, he's such a humble, hard-working kid. He's such a nice guy. I got to actually meet him this last summer at training camp, and he was just such a nice person. He talks, extremely well with everyone. He's so genuine. He's so, kind. And the way, you see all of his teammates just love him. Like if you guys saw like the post-game celebration that the Bears posted on their YouTube page, when Matt Nagy said, number 10, where's number 10 at? Everyone just, started yelling, started like, celebrating with him. And I haven't really seen that with previous Bears quarterbacks in the past. So, Trubisky just deserves the success so much. He's such a nice guy, such hardworking kid. And I'm really happy for him. I'm really happy for the Bears. And let's just hope the success can continue. So that's going to wrap up the video. As always, leave your comments down below. I want to know what you guys think about Trubisky, how he did. Let me know if you think the success will continue. Let me know what you think Trubisky's, stats are going to be like in the next game. And I know next week is a bye week, so we're not going to have a game prediction next week. But I'm also going to try to make a video for, just analyzing the Bears, what they've done in the first 4 games before the bye, and kind of giving an outlook on the next couple games. And yeah, I mean, bear down, man. This is just such an amazing time to be a Bears fan. We have a good quarterback now. We have such an amazing defense. Life is great. Bear down.